Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Teddy Ebersol Field in Boston, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of today's high school varsity boys soccer contest between the visiting Gators of the Brimmer and May School and the hosting Newman School Cardinals. It's another chapter in senior week here in the fall 2024 season. And today is senior day for Newman School boys soccer, as the Cardinals will be honoring their three boys soccer seniors. Number 4, Vion Alexis, number 18, Matthew Rivetto, and number 19, John Howard. And well, that should be nice. And I'm not sure, but I think we're going to see some kind of pre-game or post-game ceremony honoring those three. We did, those of you who follow some of my other broadcasts, you know that the Newman girls volleyball team had their senior day game on Tuesday, and they did sort of a pre-game ceremony in honor of their seniors. We'll see what boys soccer has planned. We're a little behind schedule right now. We're slated for a 3 p.m. start time, but I don't think we're going to start in the next 3 minutes, so we'll see how that goes. But either way, this should be a good one. Two teams coming into this game with pretty solid records. Newman entering with a record of 5-3-1, 5 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw. Brimmer with a record of 7-5-2. So both teams hovering just above 500 with their win-loss records. So on paper, this looks like a pretty close matchup, and I think it should be a fun one. All right, so with that in mind, as we get ready for this one to get underway, let's go through the rosters of the two teams coming into today. And we'll start over here on our left with the home team, the Newman School Cardinals. Going in order of jersey number for Newman, first off we have number 1, Cole Radican. Next we have number 2, Nikos Maniudakis. Number 3, Abi Degu. Number 4, Vion Alexis. Number 5, Ty Partridge. Number 6, Felix Holland. Number 8, Basile Badea. Number 9, Jesper Donaldson Zayarmgassen. Number 10, Anton Wagner. Number 14, Aaron Bemis. Number 15, Harry Lapoyo. Number 18, Matthew Rivetto. Number 19, John Howard. Number 20, Josh Hartman. Number 21, Kelvin Habibi. And number 24, Remy Ashmanov. Head coach of the Newman School boys soccer team is Kudakwashe Mulari. And as always, if I've got any names wrong, if there are any slight changes in jersey number, then or if I'm mispronouncing any names for either side, then I encourage folks to correct me in the live chat here on YouTube, or send me an email if you're not comfortable or not able to access YouTube's live chat system. Like I said, I encourage people to correct me on some things. I mean, I'm already seeing a couple of guys with jersey numbers different from what's listed. I see a number 12 and a number 27 for Newman. So those are a couple of guys wearing different jersey numbers today from what they usually wear. So folks in the live chat, help me out if you're able to help identify those guys. But in the meanwhile, we got another team to list off here. And again, I say to the Brimmer fans as well, if I've got any names wrong or if anyone's wearing a different jersey number than what was listed in the roster I was given, I encourage you to give me those corrections in the live chat or in email. Going in order of jersey number for the Gators, first off we have number 2, Tavio Maris von Prague. Next, number 3, Ryan Hurst. Number 4, Khan Lada. Number 5, Maxim Adoli. Number 6, a co-captain, Lucas Williams. Number 7, Adi Houndegla. Number 8, Brennan Valley. Number 10, a co-captain, Christoph Kasper. Number 11, Ramon Zhao. Number 12, Quinn Teschke. Number 13, Johnny Walsh. Number 14, Sergio Gaba. Number 16, Andrew Flint. Number 17, Owen Calvert. Number 19, Cole Thompson. Number 21, Edward Flint. Number 23, Will Apen. Number 24, Isaiah Lee. Number 25, DJ Quarles. And in goal, Harry Hall. Head coach of the Brimmer and May boys soccer team is Chris Hardman. So those are our rosters coming into today's game. Looking at the players warming up, I think number 12 is actually Josh Hartman today. In the original roster I was given, he was listed as number 19, and John Howard was listed as number 20, but as we saw the last time we covered these two teams, those numbers were backwards, and Hartman was actually wearing 20 while Howard was wearing 19. I believe Howard is still wearing 19 today, but I think that's Josh Hartman wearing 12. And then there was one player wearing number 27, and there's not a 27 listed on the roster, so I'm not sure who that is. But, we'll try and figure things out as we go. If you end up enjoying today's live stream, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams. We're going to be back here at the Ebersol Field tomorrow for the Newman girls soccer senior day game against next door neighbor rival Commonwealth School. That should be a fun one. Be sure to not miss out on that one. That will be tomorrow at 3 p.m. So be sure to tune in for that one. Subscribing to the channel can help. And like I said, I encourage audience participation either in the live chat or via email, whatever is most comfortable for you. And I mentioned some of the more important things you can do if a player is wearing a jersey number different from what I had listed on the roster I was given. If I'm messing up the pronunciation of anyone's names, anything like that. Is Josh wearing 12 today? Josh Hartman, is he wearing? Okay, and who's 27? You know? Kelvin, okay. And then do you know who's in net for you guys today? Jesper. Got it. Thank you so much. Hey, congrats on senior day, man. Okay. Just got some helpful notes on some of those jersey numbers. Since one of the seniors, Vion Alexis, was just happened to be walking by. Very helpful. Thank you so much, Vion. Let me know that in net for Newman today is Jesper Donaldson Zayerm-Gasson, and that it is Josh Hartman wearing 12 today, and that wearing number 27 is Kelvin Habibi. So a couple of differences from last time. Very interesting to see Zayerm-Gasson playing in net after the explosive game he had in the field in the last game we covered against Commonwealth. He had 4 goals and 2 assists in that game, but today he's playing in the net. Two teams huddling up at their respective benches. Newman in the red jerseys with white jersey numbers. Brimmer, white jerseys, green jersey numbers. And like I was saying, any corrections I encourage roster-wise, I encourage that in the live chat or in email or any other method you want to communicate that. Also, if there are any technical difficulties with the live stream that you notice, whether it be with the audio or the video, I encourage you to speak up and say something. You never know, it may be something I don't notice on my end, like maybe something's going funky with the audio on the stream, but it still sounds okay in my headset. You never know, and it might be something that's an easy fix that'll make things better. And then for some of the more fun stuff, I always encourage people to just be like, go Newman or go Brimmer, We don't care who you're rooting for as long as you're bringing those good vibes and showing support for your favorite team and your favorite players. Also, if you want to give a shout-out to a specific player. In particular, with this being senior day, if you want to give a shout-out to a specific senior, that'd be cool. And then one fun thing that we occasionally see is sometimes people will tell us where they're tuning in from, because sometimes with these online live streams that can be watched all over the world, you sometimes hear of people tuning in from different states or occasionally even different countries, and that could just be really cool, just add a little bit of extra fun, and just any other commentary you might want to throw in. Like I said, as long as we're sticking with the good vibes here, then it can add to the fun of the game and of the broadcast. Okay, we got another alternate jersey number out there that I see now, number 16. Not entirely sure who that is. But like I said, we're going to figure things out as we go. Any blanks that the fans watching at home want to fill in for me, I welcome that. But we got a game to play. First half between Newman and Brimmer here on Senior Day. Here we go. This kick is ultimately collected by Vion Alexis. Passes out to the near side to Josh Hartman. Hartman racing up the line and stopped on defense by Brimmer's number 21, Edward Flint. Newman takes it back. Pass goes through the middle, finds Harry Lapoyo. Lapoyo stopped by number 23, Will Apen. Apen long kick over the head of his intended target. It's going to be chased down just outside the box by Jesper Donaldson, Zaram Gasson. He's going to send a kick up the line, and that is going to curve just out of bounds. Leading kick from Apen just went over the head of number 13, Johnny Walsh. Throw in from number 10, Christoph Kasper, up the line to number 2, Tavio Maris von Prague, taken away. And lost out of bounds. It's going to be Brimmer ball once again. Prague to throw it in for the Gators. Towards the middle to Walsh. Walsh pass back, disrupted. Knocked away by number 16, but taken back by Brimmer. Pass goes up to Prague. Further up the line to number 6, Lucas Williams. Williams up to Prague. Prague battling with Alexis, and it's lost out of bounds. And that's going to be a goal kick. Good defense by Vion Alexis, getting the favorable deflection there. Got our first note in the live chat from Darlene Rodriguez. Let's go, William. Chicago family is watching. And I assume that William is referring to Brimmer's number 23, Will Apen. Thanks for tuning in, Darlene. I hope you enjoy the game. Awesome deflections there. Ball is collected by Alexis, trying to keep it in bounds, and it's taken away by the Gators. Kick towards the middle, headed away by another senior, number 18, Matthew Rivetto. It's recovered by Edward Flint, but his pass back intercepted by number 24, Remy Ashmanov. Couple passes, it goes near side to Hartman. Hartman pass to the middle, deflected, and booted away now by number 16, Andrew Flint. That's going to bounce out of bounds. Number 27, Kelvin Habibi, throws it in for Lapoyo. Lapoyo kicks it forward, and they got the flag raised for offsides. Ashmanov got a break on the ball, but his break was too quick as he went past the defenders before the ball did. And it's going to be a free kick for Brimmer. They go for a short pass up to number 11, Rimon Zhao. Zhao kicks it up to Prague. Prague back to Williams. Williams disrupted but recovers the ball. Passes back to Kasper. Kasper's pass intercepted now by number 10, Anton Wagner. And that one going to be lost out of bounds. Newman ball. Hartman throws it into Ashmanov. Back to Hartman. Hartman keeps it in bounds with a nice move down the near sideline. He's taken off, but is cut off by Kasper. Kasper lost his balance, but Hartman couldn't get foot on the ball the way he wanted, knocks it out of bounds. Throw in, bounces past Prague, and Williams tried to take it, but disrupted by Abi Degu. Degu kicks towards the middle, intercepted by Andrew Flint. Flint pass back to Zhao. Up the far sideline to number 3, Ryan Hurst. Further up the line and taken away by another senior, number 19, John Howard. They work it up the far sideline, headed down now by Apen. Apen pushes through, pass forward for Walsh, tap back Williams, outside Prague. Prague back to the middle, stolen away by Rivetto and cleared out. Gets it up to Ashmanov. Ashmanov, high leading kick, goes across to 16. 16 sends it forward. Alexis racing in. Alexis could not get it past Harry Hall, who came out and slid to cover up that ball and prevent a potentially dangerous chance there for the Newman offense. Andrew Flint's kick intercepted by Hartman. deflected up to Wagner, pass back out Hartman. Hartman dribbling up, cuts towards the middle, pass across, intercepted by Zhao, but recovered by Alexis. Knocked away again by Zhao, and now Andrew Flint sends it up to Prague. Prague up to Walsh, give and go for Prague, cut off by Rivetto again. And Daegu just barely keeps it in bounds as he kicks it upfield, and it is cut off, kicked out of bounds. Ashmanov was racing up for it, but number 25, DJ Quarles, knocks it out of bounds. It'll be a Newman throw-in deep in the Brimmer end. Throw-in for Hartman. Tapped back out for Ashmanov, now given to Alexis, knocked away by Andrew Flint up to Prague, now over to Williams, back to Prague, back to Williams. Williams boots it upfield looking for Hurst, bounces past him, and Howard knocks it out of bounds. Soccer players might be used to, you work with what you have. Stolen away by Alexis, pass just off the mark, kicked away by Zhao, kicked back forward by Wagner, but taken by Apen. Apen sends it up to Walsh. Walsh towards the middle, pass just misses Williams, and swooping in and taking it is Lapoyo. Lapoyo sends it up, deflects away from Ashmanov, and Quarles gives it over to Casper. Casper knocked away by Hartman, but it's recovered by Williams. Knocked away by Hartman again, gets up to Ashmanov, pass back, leading pass by Lapoyo, knocked down by Quarles. Off the deflections, kicked away by Edward Flint, but kicked back by Wagner, goes up to Hartman. Hartman looking around, tried to dribble through, but no room, cleared away by Edward Flint. Kicked back by Habibi, bounces forward 16 with it. Gets a pass back to Lapoyo. Lapoyo a chance, couldn't get a clean shot off, but recovers the ball. Now a shot, and he scores! Harry Lapoyo puts Newman on the board. As we take a look at the replay, a nice pass back by 16 as Lapoyo struggled with the first kick as his leg kind of came out on top of it, but ball didn't travel far and he was able to recover it and launch a lefty shot into the top left corner for the game's first goal. So Harry Lapoyo off the assist from, it might be number 5 or who was listed as number 5 Ty Partridge, or who was listed as number 2 Nikos Maniudakis. I'm not sure, but whoever's wearing number 16 today, I think, gets the assist on that one. Kick goes up to Prague. Prague with a chance, and he misses wide. We got some more notes in the live chat from some more Brimmer fans, from Michaela Morris, the Morris family, tuning in from Frankfurt, Germany. It's nice. Like to hear the long-range support. And then from Grace Lopez, Vamos Brimmer, love you 23. 23, of course, referring to Will Apen for the Gators. And the Morris family, I assume, tuning in to support Tavio Morris von Prague. Attempted long through pass does get through to Hartman. Hartman dribbling, knocked away by Casper, rolls out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by Hartman. Throw in goes to von Prague. Couple passes back and forth. Wagner dribbling with it. Wagner got sandwiched by several defenders there. Ball's knocked away, and it's recovered by von Prague, but runs out of room on the sideline, out of bounds. Number 3, Abby Daegu throws it in, tapped back by Ashmanov. And again, they ran out of room, and it'll be Newman ball once again. Throw in goes to Alexis, but it bounces off his hand, and the handball will give a free kick to the Gators. Long kick up by Williams, knocked back by Habibi. Recovered by Zhao. Zhao's pass taken away by Lapoyo, sends it up the line. Zhao kicks it back. Edward Flint to, Andrew Flint to Edward Flint, back to Zhao, I think. Long kick upfield. Von Prague couldn't quite recover it. Kicked away by Daegu. Pass up to Wagner, out to Hartman. Hartman upfield, knocked away by Quarles. Deflects all the way back to Von Prague. Pass to Williams, now a long leading pass for Von Prague. And knocked out of bounds by Rivetto. Tavio Maris Von Prague lining up to throw this one in. Goes to Walsh. Walsh tries a shot. Too many defenders in there. And it was blocked, easily picked up by Zayram Gasson. Punts this one towards midfield. Off the head of Zhao. Downed by Lapoyo. 16 kicks it upfield. Knocked back by Apen. Goes to Zhao. Taps it over to Edward Flint. Out to Zhao towards the middle. Deflects over to Williams. Williams passing forward. Walsh with a chance. Shot. Diving save by Jesper Donaldson. Zayram Gasson. Great ball movement by the Gators, but great reaction by Zayram Gasson in net as he punts this one. And Casper ran out of room, trying to corral that ball. It'll be Newman ball. Hartman throws it in, downed by Quarles. Quarles kick up the line, stays in bounds. Daegu kicks it back the other way. Deflected back by Edward Flint. Hartman battling. Von Prague takes it, pass deflected, goes back to Edward Flint. Kick up field, blocked temporarily, but now taking the loose ball is Williams. Williams heading up the near side, crosser coming in, kicked away by Howard. And lost out of bounds off the foot of Edward Flint. It'll be Newman ball once again. Throw in towards the middle, taken away by Walsh. Walsh pass across, intercepted Lapoyo. Lapoyo, long leading kick down the far side, out of bounds. Newman had a couple of forwards off to the races. Ashmanov and 16 racing up for that one, but couldn't get there before it curved out of bounds. Taken back by Newman. Wagner's pass blocked by Edward Flint, recovered by Williams. Williams, a long kick, flying up to the stars there, way over the crossbar and out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Newman. Zayram Gasson sends it towards midfield. Off the head of Zhao, booted up in the air by Andrew Flint. Goes off ahead. Now Edward Flint pops it up in the air. Downed by Daegu, deflected by Wagner. Corralled by Hartman. Hartman kicks it upfield, gets through to Ashmanov. Ashmanov dribbling, looking, long kick, and it's taken off a hop by Harry Hall. Hall boots it, cross midfield, off the head of Habibi. Wagner pushes it upfield, but right to Edward Flint. And he kicks it up, finds Walsh. Walsh tries a shot blocked by Howard. And Walsh ran out of room, out of bounds. Newman ball. Howard a quick throw in to Hartman. Hartman taps back to Howard, tries another pass, intercepted by Edward Flint. Pass up to Walsh, but Walsh offsides. That can sometimes be the tricky thing when you get an offensive zone takeaway, is that, you know, forwards conserving their energy might not be racing back behind the defenders because they don't expect to get the ball back so quickly. And then you end up with an offsides like that situation. Kick deflects off a couple of heads as that goes out to the far side, out of bounds, last off the head of Alexis. Throw in, bouncing along. Habibi kicks it out of bounds. And is that going to be a corner or a throw in? It looks like it's going to be a throw in. Ryan Hurst setting up to throw this one in. Gives it to Apen, who's got an opening, and his shot just high. That was actually a pretty clever strategy there for Brimmer. They had Will Apen, one of their backs, sort of sneak up from that defensive line into that play at the last second as Hurst threw it in. Gave him an open look, but his shot just a little bit high. 1-0 the score in favor of Newman here in the first half. Harry Lapoyo, the lone goal scorer so far. Zaram Gasson kind of sliced that goal kick, deflected forward by Williams, and Degu's kick blocked by Walsh. Williams takes it in the corner and couldn't dribble through Rivetto that time, but sends a crosser through, blocked by Degu and cleared out. Taken by Casper now. Casper's kick, couple deflections, controlled by Williams, kicks it across the field and down the far side, kept in bounds by Andrew Flint, kicks it high and across back to the near side, and Hartman deflects it out of bounds. Brimmer ball. Throw in to Maris von Prague. Pass across to Edward Flint. Knocked back by Hartman. Recovered by Edward Flint. Goes back to Apen. Apen, another long try, and it sails well over the bar. Another Newman goal kick coming up. Zaram Gasson upfield. Alexis almost comes through with it, but it's kicked away by Quarles. That's going to bounce out of bounds and be Newman ball. Habibi throws it in. Booted away by Andrew Flint. Bounces over Degu, and Walsh going to chase that one down in the corner. Pass back Williams. Williams looking, kicks across, finds Hurst. Hurst a shot, and Hurst missed it high and wide. Another great chance for Brimmer. And we got a thriller of a game so far as we see our first subs check in for the Gators. Number 7, Adi Houndegla, and number 12, Quinn Teschke. Zaram Gasson setting up for the goal kick, sends it out far side, kicked away by Andrew Flint. Off a high bounce, it's caught out of the air by Zaram Gasson. Punts it off the head of Alexis. Quarles whiffs on the attempted clear kick there, but it is chased down by Zhao. Opts to dribble away from the forward pressure, and he draws a foul as Ashmanov was trying desperately hard to keep up the forward pressure and got just a little too physical. Free kick bounces past Williams. Just slightly misread the trajectory there as it goes out of bounds. Degu throws it in. Alexis back to Degu. Kick goes to Hartman, but deflects hard off his foot out of bounds. Brimmer ball. Throw in. Blocked by Degu, but recovered. Pass intercepted by Ashmanov. Now Lapoyo sends one up to Hartman. Hartman kicks a leader. Bit of a curve there. Alexis deflects it over to 16, trying to battle through, but it's knocked away. Lapoyo recovers, trying to get around the edge. And it's knocked out of bounds by Andrew Flint. It'll be a throw-in deep in the Brimmer end for Newman. Their first real offensive push in some time. Throw in quick to Lapoyo, tapped back to Habibi, and I think they called offsides there. Zhao takes the free kick, sends it up the line to Hurst. Hurst back to Zhao. Zhao back up to Hurst. Hurst dribbling, pass to the middle to Teschke. Teschke sends it back, and Apen disrupted from behind by Alexis, but not cleanly. They're going to call the foul. Apen, the free kick, is flying towards the net, and it's going to be caught by Zayram Gussin again. This one punted, couple deflections. Pushed forward by Edward Flint to Williams. His kick knocked away by Habibi. Goes off the head of Andrew Flint. Couple deflections, and now Daegu boots it upfield. And taking it up the far side, but they say out of bounds. Excuse me, is number 16 Nikos? Yes. Awesome. Thank you. Just had some helpful confirmation. Number 16 is Nikos Maniudakis. He got the assist on the first goal of the game by Harry Lapoyo. So nice to get that confirmation, give the young man some proper credit. Now after a big push upfield by Brimmer, they got a throw in deep in the Newman end, headed away immediately by Habibi, and that'll go out of bounds. Another throw in. Headed down by Habibi again, goes back to Zhao. Zhao going to try a kick into a sea of red jerseys, kicked away. Another kick, diving save, Zayram Gussin, but he couldn't get his hands on it, and it's knocked in on the rebound by Adi Houndegla. I didn't even see who got that first shot through, as it was just in a sea of players there. It was a good diving stop by Zayram Gussin, but he couldn't quite fully grip the ball, and he couldn't pounce on it and recover it before Houndegla came in and kicked that one in. And as long as the goalie doesn't have full grip on the ball, you're allowed to do that. Perfectly clean score there by Houndegla. Ties us up at 1 apiece. And now Brimmer trying to push the advantage. Williams dribbling across, attempted pass, blocked down by Lapoyo, recovered by Alexis. Sends it upfield, intercepted by Zhao. Zhao, up the far side, pass upfield, Hurst. Hurst, baseline pass, almost an open chance there, but they couldn't get a clean kick on it. But now a clean kick just over the bar. Zayram Gussin wasn't even there to cover it. It was a wide open look, but the kick from Edward Flint just sails high and over the crossbar again. Zayram Gussin, the goal kick out to the far side to Maniudakis. Zhao trying to wrestle it away, but Maniudakis recovers. Pass back to Habibi, up to Lapoyo. Lapoyo dribbling around across midfield. Now boots one high up in the air. Bouncing off the head of Casper. Hartman battling for it. And Casper ultimately recovers it. But his attempted clear is blocked by Ashmanov. Ashmanov dribbling, trying to look around. Dribbling around, fires a shot and sails it. Ashmanov was trying to dribble around about 3 different guys there. But although he did get a shot off, somehow through that sea of defenders, shot had to be rushed because of the defensive pressure and ends up sailing high. Zhao takes the goal kick, sends it over to Apen. Kicks it. Stopped by Alexis. Alexis dribbling up, pass up the far side. Kicked away by Apen, but recovered again by Alexis. Alexis looking, his kick blocked, recovered by Lapoyo. Lapoyo pushes through a couple defenders. Lapoyo still dribbling, try to pass, it was blocked and cleared out. But Habibi kicks it back up to Ashmanov. Ashmanov sends it through, just misses Alexis, but now a nice recovery by Maniudakis to keep the offensive pressure going. Pass back to Lapoyo, pops it up in the air. Off the bounce, Edward Flint clears it out. Williams dribbling with it now, cuts towards the middle, knocked away by Rivetto. Downed by Wagner, over to Hartman. Hartman ran out of room on the near side, out of bounds, Brimmer ball. Maria Lopez in the live chat saying, "Let's go seniors." As this throw-in is kicked away by Rivetto. Alexis taps it back, but it's deflected. And now another deflection off a kick. Apen sends it forward. And it's going to roll all the way down to Zayram Gossin. Houndegla giving chase there, but an easy pickup for Zayram Gossin this time as he punts this one across midfield off the head of Zhao, downed by Lapoyo. Lapoyo sends it up to Ashmanov, back to Lapoyo, disrupted by Andrew Flint, out of bounds, Newman ball. Habibi throws it in. Tap to the middle, kicked away by the defense, but kicked right back by Howard. Nobody in the vicinity, though, and it bounces all the way down to Hall. Hall punts it. Deflects off Williams, pushed forward by Edward Flint, back by Degu, back by Edward Flint. And now Rivetto trying to clear it. Edward Flint blocks the clear again, gets up to Houndegla, pass back, taken away by Lapoyo. Lapoyo blocked by Andrew Flint. His pass kicked away by Habibi, headed down by Apen, and it's going to roll out of bounds, Newman ball. Such tight spaces here on this smaller Ebersol soccer field. We end up with a lot of quick deflections and tight spaces that players are trying to push through. As Ashmanov pushes through one defender trying to gain the edge, but cannot, as Apen ultimately kicks it out of bounds. Throw in deep in the Brimmer end. Ashmanov going to leave it for Habibi to throw in. Throw in goes to Maniudakis, tapped back to Alexis. Alexis trying to dribble around, pushes a pass over to Hartman. His pass intercepted by Edward Flint. Attempted clear, intercepted back by Hartman. Hartman trying to push through, knocked away by Casper, recovered by Wagner, tries a pass, intercepted by Zhao. Zhao kicks it across midfield, hard collision at midfield, deflects over to Hurst. Hurst taps it over to Teschke, now near side to Williams. Williams sends it forward for Teschke, disrupted by Rivetto, who can't keep it in bounds. It rolls out. Now, is this going to be a throw-in or a corner kick? Looks like a corner kick for Brimmer. I think this is the first corner kick of the day for either side. Williams sends this one way back to Zhao, who tries a laser shot. And despite having to kick it off the bounce, he almost kept it low enough, but just a little high and over the bar. Brimmer's really been working those sneaky long distance shots where they pack the box down low and then allow one of their backs to come up and threaten the long distance shot. They tried that a couple of times today. Both times it came in just high. Substitution for Brimmer, number 24 Isaiah Lee comes into the game, replacing Rimon Zhao. Goal kick. Deflects, and it's taken by Alexis. Pass intercepted by Apen. Apen's pass gets to Williams. Williams just tries to kick one forward. Easy pickup for Zayram Gossin. Zayram Gossin punts it. Bouncing along, downed by Apen, pops it up in the air. Tapped forward by Teschke, but past everybody, and it's another easy pickup for Zayram Gossin. Punts it. Headed down by Wagner, tapped back by Teschke to Apen. Apen sends it upfield, gets to Houndegla. Now to Teschke, pass blocked and booted away by Rivetto. Quarles knocks it out of bounds, Newman ball. Hartman throws it. Oh, they call a rare throw-in violation on Hartman, and so Brimmer now gets the ball. Casper throws it in. Bouncing along to Houndegla, taps it forward, leading for Williams, and Zayram Gossin comes out and picks it up. Punts this one. Bouncing along, Quarles kicks it right back. Off the head of Houndegla, and again, Williams is cut off by Zayram Gossin as he punts this one, bouncing along once again. Kicked away this time by Lee. Off the deflection, Wagner boots it out of bounds. It'll be Brimmer ball. All tied up at one apiece here at Teddy Ebersol Field between Newman and Brimmer here in the first half. Oh, is this an injury? Will Apen was down, and now he is coming out. Checking in for Brimmer is number 30, who is not on my roster. We'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully Apen is okay. Taken away by Newman. Ashmanov gives to Hartman. Hartman looking. Pass across. Blocked. And now cleared out by the Gators. Goes up to Williams. Tries a leading pass. And whoa, Houndegla managed to get a foot on it. He was called offsides anyway, so even if that had gotten past Zayram Gossin, it wouldn't have counted. Howard takes the free kick, blocked by Casper, tapped forward by Wagner, gets up to Hartman. Attempted clear by Quarles, goes off the head of Wagner. Quarles trying to clear it, and he just has to boot it out the sideline. And that's going to be a Newman throw-in. Hartman throws it into Ashmanov. Ashmanov dribbling around. Now launches a kick. That is too high and too far, and that's going to go out of bounds. And a throw in, and it's taken away by Ashmanov, but he launches the shot high. Harry Hall setting up to take the goal kick here. Gives it to 30. If any fans in the live chat know who number 30 is for Brimmer today, let me know. They work it to the outside to Andrew Flint, who's racing up the far sideline. Knocked out of bounds by Lapoyo. Stays Brimmer ball. Hurst, throw in, blocked by Lapoyo. Deflected away, and Alexis boots it way downfield. And it is going to roll out on the near side. It'll be a Brimmer throw in. And they're going to give this throw in to 30. Up the line, blocked by Hartman, kicked up by Casper, kicked back by Rivetto, and back the other way. Andrew Flint, downed by Daegu, booted up by Edward Flint. Downed by Rivetto, leaves it for Howard to kick away, and that's going to roll out of bounds. Edward Flint, quick throw in, deflects to the middle, kicked away by Lapoyo. Kicked back by Quarles. Now taken by Williams. Williams tries a kick, and a bit of a matrix dodge by Habibi that time to let that one roll out the back line. And it'll be a Newman goal kick. Two teams tied up at 1 here in the first half. Newman's goal scored by Harry Lapoyo, assisted by Nikos Maniudakis. Brimmer's goal scored by Adi Houndegla. Off the goal kick, it's taken by Alexis. Pass up to Ashmanov. Ashmanov looking, sends it near side to Hartman. Hartman trying to gain the edge. Crosser flies in, deflects down, but wide of the net. The attempted clear by Quarles, stopped by Ashmanov. Ashmanov trying to find an opening, but cannot in the sea of white jerseys. Kicked back up by Habibi, but knocked back the other way by the Gators as they boot it upfield, downed by Rivetto. Rolls up to Wagner. Wagner slides it up to Ashmanov. Ashmanov sends a leader down the near side. Hartman giving chase. Hartman's kick blocked by Quarles, flies out of bounds, and that's going to give Newman their first corner of the day. Good connection from Ashmanov to Hartman to send that one way upfield. And a nice kick by Hartman draws the deflection that gives him the corner. Lapoyo sends this one in high, and it's caught by Hall. Hall now punts it. Bounces past Howard. And over Zairm Gosson, but he manages to chase it down and get his hands on it before Houndegla could get to it. Punted cross midfield. Off the head of Casper. Now Edward Flint kicks it upfield. Teschke taps it along. Couple of head deflections. I think like 4 head deflections there. And then finally it's corralled off the bounce by Lapoyo. Boots it upfield, trying to lead for Hartman. Hartman and Casper, they've had one intense battle after another along this near side here in the first half. And that's another one that ends with Casper losing it out of bounds. Hartman throws it in off the deflection. Ashmanov couldn't corral it, kicked away by Casper. Hartman smartly boxes him out and just lets it roll out of bounds. Throw in again to Ashmanov. Ashmanov dribbling. Gets around Lee, tries a shot blocked by the help defense. Rebound recovered by Maniudakis, touches it back to Ashmanov. Ashmanov back to Habibi, back over to Ashmanov. Ashmanov trying to dribble through. Ashmanov, a shot launched high. Some nice ball handling there by Remy Ashmanov, but again, the shot just launched high. High intensity here because any one of these shots from either side could end up being the tiebreaker. And we're not even at halftime yet. Hall the goal kick. Teschke boots it up, and it's going to fly out of bounds. Newman ball. Daegu throws it in, knocked back by Edward Flint. Alexis kicks it over his head, going the other way. Knocked back Andrew Flint. Off the head of Daegu, goes right to Houndegla. Tries to down it, intercepted by Lapoyo, kicked upfield. And it's going to bounce up to Quarles, who knocks it right back up to Williams. Williams launches one high across the field to Hurst. Slide deflection by Habibi. And the ball is recovered briefly by Howard, taken back by Hurst. Pass back. Andrew Flint dribbling towards the middle. Pass over to Edward Flint. His kick goes off the head of Wagner. And there's the double whistle for halftime. Our score at the half: the Newman School Cardinals 1, the Brimmer and May Gators 1. Brimmer got the tying score off the foot of Adi Houndegla on a nice put-back shot. Newman got the first score of the game on this play, scored by Harry Lapoyo, assisted by Nikos Maniudakis. And that is where things stand. 1-1 at half. I'm going to take a break and mute the mic, but I'll be back with the second half of this ball game. Stay tuned. Hello again, back on the mic. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from the Teddy Ebersol Fields in Boston, Massachusetts. Here to bring you the second half of today's high school varsity boys soccer contest between the Newman School Cardinals and Brimmer and May Gators. This senior day game for Newman currently all knotted up at 1 apiece. First half goals by Harry Lapollo for Newman, assisted by Nikos Maniudakis. And for Brimmer, the score came from Adi Houndegla. Okay, I think we got another helpful correction on a jersey number. Seems like number 30 is actually Cole Thompson, who is listed as 19 on the roster. So I don't think he's currently out there. And I also don't see Will Apen, who left with what appeared to be an injury partway through the first half. So we'll keep our eye out for him. Hopefully see him come back out okay. But the second half is underway here between the Cardinals and Gators. After the battle through the midfield, it gets tapped up to Remy Ashmanov. Pass back to Harry Lapollo. Sends one upfield. No chance for anyone to get that one as it's picked up by the Brimmer netminder, Harry Hall. Hall punts it. Deflected back by Kelvin Habibi, but goes right to Edward Flint. Sends it up the line to Ryan Hurst. Pass back towards the middle. And we got a handball off an unlucky deflection for number 12, Quinn Teschke. Now John Howard, one of Newman's 3 seniors, lining up for the free kick. Boots it upfield, knocked back the other way by Brimmer. Hurst does keep it in bounds. Pass back, Edward Flint. Back over to Hurst. Hurst sends it, leading pass, nice sliding deflection by Matthew Rivetto, but Johnny Walsh going to chase that down, kick it a wide open net, and it is knocked in. The second, the extra effort, I should say, by Johnny Walsh to chase down that ball and just knock it to the middle where it could finally be knocked in for the goal by number 16, Andrew Flint. So Flint from Walsh for the go-ahead score for Brimmer. And now Newman playing from behind for the first time today. Howard kicks that one up to Vion Alexis, one of the other seniors. Tries to pass it out to the far side, but just out of reach for Josh Hartman. Throw in up the far side. Goes up to Lucas Williams. Williams gets around a defender and takes off with the ball. Pass across the field to Hurst. Taps to the middle for Williams. Williams trying to force his way through. Cut off by Habibi, and he kicks it out of bounds. Brimmer generating some significant offensive pressure here to start the second half, and it's already gotten them the go-ahead score. Throw in into the box. Deflecting around, cleared out by the Cardinals. Gets up to Ashmanov. Ashmanov looking around. Pass was disrupted, but ball was not touched. And now Christoph Kasper throws it in for Brimmer. Knocked down and out of bounds by number 3, Abby Degu. Kasper throws it in. Williams chased after it, sends in a crosser, but sends it wide and around the back of the net. That'll be a goal kick for Newman. Looks like we got our first substitution for the Cardinals. Coming in place of Abby Degu on the far side. I think it's number 8, Basile Badea. Meanwhile, the goalie, Jesper Donaldson Zayerm-Gosson, setting up for the goal kick. Headed down by Teschke, gets up to Hurst. Hurst pops it in the air. And Badea ultimately recovers it, but outnumbered. But Matthew Rivetto in there to help. Kicked back by Casper, but that's going to fly too far out of bounds. Rivetto, the third Newman senior, along with Howard and Alexis. Habibi throws it into Lapoyo, taps it forward, knocked back by Quinn Zhao, but recovered by Lapoyo, kicks it upfield. Alexis racing after it, but he's cut off by DJ Quarles, who sends it out of bounds, but took a bit too much of a curve and goes out the back line, and Newman is going to have a chance at the corner kick. Ashmanov coming out to kick this corner for Newman. Just the second corner of the day for the Cardinals. Harry Lapoyo kicked the first corner. Ashmanov sends one in, headed away by the defense. Deflects back to Maniudakis, who slices the shot. Couldn't get it off clean, and now it's cleared out by the Gators. Off the high bounce, it's collected by Ashmanov. Jukes around one defender. Jukes around another. Dribbling towards the middle. Looking around, surveying his options. Still just keeping it. And now a crosser towards the middle, kicked away by Quarles. Off the bounce, Teschke kicks it upfield, finds Walsh. Walsh's kick off the head of Rivetto, headed forward by Howard, gets to Lapoyo. Lapoyo outside to Hartman. Hartman taps it forward, kicked away by Quarles. And it goes to Casper on the far side. Casper kicks it across midfield, taken back by Rivetto, deflects up to Anton Wagner. Wagner up to Hartman. Hartman heading down the far sideline and runs out of room, out of bounds. I think we have a substitution for Brimmer. Edward Flint checking out, and Will Apin back into the game for Brimmer. Nice to see him back. Nice to see he's okay. Throw in goes off the head of, I think, Wagner. And the attempted clear didn't get enough on it. Vion Alexis touches it through. Maniudakis knocked away by Zhao. And Zhao takes it back up the near side. Pass to Teschke, tried to give it back to Zhao, missed, rolls out of bounds. Habibi throws it in, off the foot of Maniudakis, off ahead, and booted away by Apin. Kicked back the other way by Howard. Booted back the other way again by Zhao. Howard tried to stop it. Walsh kicked it away, but now cleared out by Badea. Teschke recovers, gives to Andrew Flint. His kick flies out of bounds. Habibi throws it in for Alexis. Taps it up to himself. Keeps it in bounds and sends it forward to Ashmanov. Ashmanov kicks it across, blocked by Casper. And Casper clears it away. Off bounce, Walsh taps it over to Teschke, tries to send it forward. Lapoyo cuts it off, sends it back to Zayerm-Gosson. His outlet pass knocked back, and Walsh couldn't quite get the foot on it the way he wanted to after it had been deflected forward by Hurst. Now Zayerm-Gosson punts it up, knocked down by Wagner, goes back to Rivetto. Rivetto's kick deflects off a Brimmer defender, but recovered by Lapoyo. Lapoyo boots one high down the far side. Hartman giving chase too far out the back line. It'll be a Brimmer goal kick. We got some Brimmer fans in live chat. Happy to see Will Apen back out on the field okay. Grace Lopez saying, William, let's go. And Maria Lopez saying, great to see you back, Apen. Now let's go. This one kicked upfield to Ashmanov. Ashmanov from the far side, pass back, Hartman. Hartman tries to kick one forward, deflects. A bit weak on the attempt to clear, but now cleared out by Teschke. Kicked back by Badea, up to Wagner, and Wagner's pass off the mark, out of bounds, Brimmer ball. Picked loose by Alexis, and Alexis manages to force it through. Maniudakis' kick deflects, though, taken by Teschke, but Alexis manages to force it through. Maniudakis' kick deflects, though, taken by Teschke, but now intercepted back by Lapoyo. Lapoyo sends one forward. Alexis chasing it down in the corner. Pass back, Maniudakis, knocked away by Zhao. Zhao boxing out Maniudakis. And it's taken away by Isaiah Lee, but his kick flies out of bounds. And it's going to be a throw-in for Newman. Habibi gives it to Lapoyo, taps back. Habibi barely keeps it in bounds. Pass back, Lapoyo. Lapoyo's kick, I think, was deflected there, but Andrew Flint whiffs on the clear kick there. Now Casper gets a foot on it. It'll be out of bounds on the far side now. Two subs checking in for Newman. Abby Degu back into the game, and coming in for the first time for Newman is number 7, who is also not listed. So that's I'm going to have to figure out who that one is. Throw in goes to Ashmanov. Ashmanov weaving around. Pass knocked back. Cleared away by Quarles. Howard boots it up in the air. Habibi tries to move it up the sideline, but too far, booted away by Zhao. And that's going to fly out of bounds and be Newman ball. Habibi throws it in to Alexis. Alexis to the middle to Wagner. Wagner tried to kick it to the outside, knocked away by Casper. Cleared up field. Howard manages to down it as Rivetto chased it down. Clear kick blocked by Walsh, but it bounced along. Now Williams recovers it. Williams off and running, a long shot high. Okay. Another jersey update. Number 7 is Felix Holland. He was originally listed as number 6 on the roster, and that's what he wore in the Commonwealth game. So, number of alternate jersey numbers here, but we're picking him up. We're doing all right. Lapoyo sends this one up the line. Chasing after it in the corner is Alexis. Disrupted by Zhao, knocked out of bounds. It'll be a Newman corner kick. The Cardinals trying to get the equalizer goal here in the second half, trailing 2-1. They send out Lapoyo to kick this one. This one flies in, and it's caught by Hall. Hall throws it up to Hurst. Hurst, cross midfield, passes up to Williams, and swooping in and knocking it away is Rivetto. Williams throws it back to Hurst, given back to Williams. Williams lifts in a crosser, punched away just barely by Zayram Gossin. Deflects out of bounds. off the foot of a Newman defender, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Gators. That one dangerously close to being a header score. It was a nice crosser lifted into the box by Lucas Williams, who now lines up for the corner kick. Sends it in low. Deflects down and out of bounds. Goal kick. Zayram Goss and the goal kick flies right up the middle, knocked back and forth, and out of bounds, Brimmer ball. Quick throw in from Zhao, deflects out of bounds off the foot of Howard. Zhao throws it towards the box, and it deflects away, cleared out by Daegu. Out of bounds, Brimmer ball again. Throw in. Apen. Pass out to Casper. Casper sends it up to Williams. Williams cut off by the double team as Alexis takes the ball away. Alexis gets a kick up, but it's intercepted. Apen long shot deflects off the foot of a defender and is going to fly out of bounds and draw a Brimmer corner. Quick corner kick from Hurst. Flies out of bounds, goal kick. Substitutions coming in for Brimmer. Adi Houndegla, Tavio Maris von Prague, and Edward Flint back into the game. Zayram Gosson, the goal kick. Off the head of Casper, downed by Hartman. Hartman lost his footing and he goes down, is not quite getting back up. Hope he's okay. Williams taps it forward, deflects off Habibi. Down to the near side, chased down by Houndegla, passed back, knocked out of bounds by Lapoyo. Josh Hartman was a little slow to get up after slipping on the ball. He is back up, he's not coming out, staying in there, just trying to walk it off. Hopefully he is okay. Zhao throws it in back to Apen. Tried to kick but couldn't get much on it as it's cleared away. Knocked back by Casper, headed down by Wagner. Holland tries. Brief disconnect, but looks like we're okay. Throw in. Long shot, well wide, and that is going to roll out of bounds. Newman ball. Habibi throws it into Lapoyo, who managed to get a kick away. Knocked back by Casper. Now Apen dribbling with it. Tries to get a pass through, intercepted by Howard. Howard. Pass intercepted by Andrew Flint. Flint racing up, stopped by Ravetto. Recovers the ball, keeps it in bounds, and now Daegu kicks it outside line. It'll be a deep throw in for Brimmer. Substitution for Brimmer looks like that's, I think, number 18. Another number that wasn't listed on there. Oh well. Throw in goes to Houndegla. Pass back Zhao. Zhao jukes around one, fires a long shot to flex off ahead, and it's snagged by Zayerm Gossin. Zayerm Gossin punts it. Downed by Quarles, recovered at midfield by Alexis. Knocked away by the Brimmer defense, and looks like Houndegla kind of stumbled on a divot in the grass here. And it looks like they called a foul on Newman, so this is going to be a free kick coming from Williams. This one comes in just over the bar. Goal kick. Stopped by Casper. Kicks it up to Williams. Williams kick blocked by Daegu, out of bounds. Zhao throws it in, tapped forward by Apen, blocked by Alexis, but Teschke recovers, pass forward, knocked back by Rivetto. Teschke recovers, sends it out to Williams. Williams cut off, but stays with the ball. It's recovered by Teschke, his kick blocked, and ricochets all the way up to Hartman. Hartman kicking a leader for Ashmanov, too far, and it's going to be covered up by Hall. Hall punts it, and it's recovered by Houndegla. Tries a pass blocked by Habibi, recovered by Howard. Howard's pass intercepted by Zhao. Zhao, his pass to the outside, Williams. Williams dribbling through, taps it to Teschke, give and go back to Williams. Williams ran out of room there, and it's cleared away by Daegu, but it goes right back to Apen, tries a long shot. Oh, that one went in. Zayerm Gossin couldn't go up high enough to stop that one. Deflects off his hand and gets just across the goal line. A long score by number 23, Will Apen. 3-1 now, the Brimmer lead here in the second half. Habibi kicks it upfield, finds Ashmanov. Ashmanov dribbling, pass mistimed with Hartman. It rolls out of bounds. Throw in, disrupted by Wagner, kicks it forward to Ashmanov. Ashmanov, pass finds Lapoyo. Lapoyo dribbling, tripped up, whistle blown. And it's kind of hard to tell where the line is. It's very close to the box. And if it's just outside the box, then I think that foul call might actually prevent Newman from potentially scoring, because Ashmanov was going to keep trying to push that one through. But with this kick outside the box being so close, it's going to be really hard to get a shot off from this distance. With the wall of defenders in front of you, there's no real room to try and, get a rainbow arc over the defenders, but then under the bar. Lapoyo tries, and it's caught by Hall. Did a nice job fitting the shot through, but Hall tracked it well. This one knocked out of bounds by Howard, and it's going to be Brimmer ball. Morris von Prague throws it in. And Howard just knocks it out of bounds again. Stays Brimmer ball. Morris von Prague throws it into Houndegla. Back to Morris von Prague. Kicks it all the way across to Williams. Williams disrupted by Hartman, and Hartman knocks it away, but recovered by Casper. Casper sends it up to Williams. Stolen back by Wagner. Pass up to Hartman. Hartman's got some space to work. Lifts a leading kick up to Ashmanov. Ashmanov stops. Dribbles. Trying to cut around. Still with the ball. Tries a shot off the post. Hartman tried to put back, and it sails high and wide. Once again, great dribbling by Remy Ashmanov. But ultimately did not matter there as it goes off the post. I see in the live chat some of the fans of Will Apin celebrating. Lillian Lopez and Grace Lopez expressing their joy at the score. 3-1 is where things currently stand. Brimmer in the lead over Newman here in the second half. This one bounces along. Houndegla sends it forward. A chance for Morris von Prague, but he's cut off by Ravetto. Howard boots it. Goes off the head of Zhao. Battling for it. Alexis recovers. Tries to send a long shot, but it rolls wide. With no scoreboard clock out here, we can't really tell how much time we got left in this ball game. We'll only know when the officials give us the triple whistle to signal the end of the game. But Newman is definitely going to need to make something happen on offense if they want to get back in this one, as that goal kick flies out of bounds. Habibi throws it in for Wagner, and it's recovered by Hartman. Hartman moving up that far sideline again. Battling for the ball. It's knocked away by Zhao. Chased down by Ashmanov. Pass back to Wagner. Wagner up to Ashmanov. Ashmanov tries a shot blocked down, but it went off a hand. So a handball is going to give Newman a free kick. Another short-range free kick here, just outside the box. Ashmanov setting up to kick this one. Again, going to be a tough spot to try and get it over the defenders and under the bar. Ashmanov's kick is low and wide. Smart kick going under the jumping defenders there, but missed it wide of the net. Hall to take the goal kick. Boots it upfield. Bounce along Ravetto. Keeps it in bounds as he sends it up the line. Rolls out of bounds, last touched by Casper. Hartman, quick throw in, headed down by Brimmer, but it goes back to Hartman. Casper blocks his advance there. Out of bounds, Newman ball. Hartman throw in. Zhao takes it away. Zhao dribbling up, got some space now, kicks a leader off the head of Rivetto. Williams trying to recover it. Off some ricochets, it's booted away by Howard. Wagner, his pass off the mark, out of bounds. Subs on both sides now. For Brimmer, number 17, Owen Calvert checks into the game. For Newman, I believe Basile Badea. And one more player, didn't quite see what number, checks in. This one deflects forward to Ashmanov. Oh, I think Maniudakis came back into the game. This pass couldn't be corralled by Maris von Prague. And so it'll be Newman ball. Throw in to Lapoyo. Howard gets around a couple. Now a pass to the middle to Ashmanov. Ashmanov. Okay, looks like we disconnected briefly, but looks like we're reconnected. Corner kick flies in, and the header from Hartman flies wide and out of bounds. I think we just saw some more subs check in for Brimmer. Hall boots this one up to Walsh. Walsh out to Edward Flint. Since back to Calvert. Intercepted by Lapoyo. Pass up to Alexis. Alexis tries to send one through. Cut off by Casper. That clear kick blocked, but recovered by Thompson, who is back in the game. He clears it out. And chasing after it, I think, is Andrew Flint. And stolen away by Wagner. Kicks it upfield, but intercepted by Edward Flint. Flint sends it upfield, rolls out of bounds. Newman ball. Newman trailing by 2 here late in the second half. Wagner kicks it. Touched along to Hartman. Hartman sending a leader too far for Ashmanov. And it's picked up by Hall. Punted. Deflects. Off Andrew Flint up to Williams. Williams dribbling. Kicks one blocked by the head of Howard, but Williams recovers pass, now intercepted by Habibi. Habibi sends it back to Howard, who boots it upfield. Attempted clears, didn't go so well, and it's recovered by Ashmanov. Ashmanov trying to force his way through. Tipped aside by Quarles, but Ashmanov staying with it himself. Ashmanov in the corner, not a lot of room to work. Slips and somehow still stays with it. Couldn't battle through, stopped by Edward Flint, but it's recovered by Maniudakis. He tries to get a pass through, does get one through to Ashmanov. Ashmanov kicks one back. Lapoyo tries a shot, missed wide. Harry Lapoyo trying to get his second goal of the day, but no dice on that one. Goal kick off the head of Alexis. Pushed forward by Alexis, but I think that one's going to fly out of bounds. And it'll be Brimmer ball. Throw in. Quarles whiffed on it. A chance. Ashmanov. Oh, he sliced it. That was a big mistake by Brimmer, but Newman not able to take advantage. As Ashmanov trying to kick that one off a high bounce. Might have gotten a little overexcited by the unexpected golden chance and just kicked it a little too hard, allowing it to fly wild and out of bounds. That one lost out of bounds. And it'll be a throw-in now for Newman. Habibi throws it in. Lapoyo back to Habibi. Kick off the hands of Walsh. That's going to be a free kick for Newman. Setting up for the free kick, Lapoyo might have a chance at a shot here from this spot. We'll see what they go for. Lapoyo tries a shot and it's caught by Hall. Hall punts it. Deflects down out of bounds and Newman ball. Last touched by Houndegla. Howard throws it in, blocked by Edward Flint. And Howard recollects it. Pass up the middle, finds Wagner. Wagner kicks one forward, staying in bounds as Hartman chased after it. Sends in a crosser way too high. And it's going to bounce out the back end for a goal kick. Again, tough when you're trailing late not to get overexcited at your opportunities to make something happen. And sometimes just go a little too fast, a little too hard, and the ball doesn't go where you want it to. Hall sends this one up the middle to Walsh. Walsh's pass intercepted by Hartman. Hartman racing up with it. Hartman, crosser wide and out of bounds. Oh, but it was deflected by the defense. That's going to be a corner. They'll have Ashmanov take the corner kick from the far side corner. This one flies in, downed by Lapoyo, tries a shot, and oh, it's a handball in the box. Is this going to be a PK chance for the Cardinals? I think it is. A violation committed inside the goalie box draws a PK chance for the opposing team. A handball committed by the Brimmer defense inside the box, and now Newman with a huge chance here to potentially cut the lead down to 1. Harry Lapoyo. Shot is in! Harry Lapoyo with his second goal of the day cuts the deficit down to 1. As we check out the replay, you know, pretty simple shot. Even though Hall read the direction he was going, Lapoyo did a good job placing it well inside the post, but far out enough that Hall couldn't make a diving stop despite his good read. Offsides now called on Hurst. And Newman racing up to try and set up their free kick. 3-2, the Brimmer lead here late in the second half. Newman trying to make a comeback here on senior day. Zayerm Gossin boots it way upfield, knocked back by Thompson. Downed by Howard. Howard taps it forward but misses, and Zhao boots it way upfield. And it's going to bounce down in the box, and it's picked up by Zayerm Gossin. Throws it up for Rivetto. Rivetto tries to tap it along, blocked, but now Howard kicks it forward. Gets to Ashmanov, but cut off by Zhao, and Ashmanov gets a little too physical. You know, a little overexcited trying to get that one away from Zhao. Didn't realize he had Wagner coming in to help as the free kick now flies up to Williams. Kicked away by Badea, gets up to Wagner. Wagner pass forward blocked. Walsh takes it away. And there is your ball game. The triple whistle signals the end. And the Brimmer and May Gators hang on to spoil Newman's senior day. The final score, Brimmer and May 3, Newman 2. You know, despite the negative result for Newman, what a great game this was. Back and forth from start to finish. Newman got on the board first in the first half on a goal by Harry Lapoyo, assisted by Nikos Maniudakis. Brimmer answered back with a goal by Adi Houndegla to tie it up going into the half. Then in the second half, Brimmer came out with 2 unanswered scores. The first one scored by Andrew Flint, and the next one scored by Will Apen to take a 3-1 lead. Newman able to draw the handball in the goalie box to get a PK chance. Harry Lapoyo takes advantage and scores his second goal of the day and cut the lead to 1, but Newman just did not have enough time to finish that comeback. With this result, Brimmer's record improves to 8-5-2 on the season, while Newman falls to 5-4-1. Not sure if we're going to see any kind of senior day ceremony after the game, as we didn't see one before. So we're going to stick around for a little bit, but in the meantime, I will still say thank you all so much for tuning in today. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Remember, if you enjoyed this live stream, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams. I'm going to be back here at the Teddy Ebersol Field tomorrow afternoon for the Newman School Girls Soccer Senior Day game against Commonwealth School. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Subscribing to the channel can help. Thanks to all the fans who brought the good vibes in the live chat today, as we got a couple of final ones from Grace Lopez saying, Arriba Brimmer, great game, and Chris Hurst saying, nice job, Jesse, and Lillian Lopez saying, great game, thank you, Jesse. My pleasure, you guys. Love getting to cover games like this. It's a lot of fun. And if there's anything you'd like to say after the live stream is concluded, you can say it in the comments section down below. Disconnect. Thankfully, these have all been brief and haven't been in anything major. And finally, in the description section and in the bottom right corner of the screen, you can see my social media, Instagram and Facebook. You can follow me on social media where I post highlights from previous live streams. Looks like we are going to have a senior day ceremony, so I'm going to stay on stream here. Once the coach, Kudakwashe Mulari, takes over, I'm going to switch from my headset mic over to my camera's mic so that we can, so you'll be able to hear him a little better.
Yes.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I love your Jimmy.
Oh,
I'm a
thank
big
you.
fan. I'm a huge fan. We have our senior night here. Here.
Yours.
I'm Miller.
Oh,
I'm Shalish.
Okay.
But you're good. You're
No,
good.
no, no. I appreciate. I like getting the corrections. It lets me know that I'm saying it right when someone tells me the right way to say it. Otherwise, I'm like, gosh, I hope I'm guessing right.
You said Miller right. And really right.
Okay, good, good.
She's playing. She's playing up.
Wait.
She had a concussion.
Oh. You are gonna play tonight? Okay.
Wait, you know all the names?
They give me a roster, so I got all.
Do you know who number 7 is?
All right, let's hold that up. All right. Number 7, Rose McMillan.
Oh. On our team.
On their team?
Yes. No, the Brimmer.
Oh, for the Brit. Okay. Number 7 for them is Adi Handege.
Thank you.
No problem.
Great job.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I like the button on your hat.
Thank you.
John. High school was a big step, and we wanted to look up a future again for college and down here and start working heavily hard to find some opportunity. Then if you take so much, spread it out. And you know what, you wrap it off at the back, then our knees still stay focused and alert. Honestly, like great happens is come in the back line, maybe the whole getting everyone locked into it. Also needing Newman to win, hopefully the playoffs get promoted. Everyone is grateful there, and we all should never go. And we all know it would never happen without our starting here. Wishing all the best as you move forward. We're all really excited for the nation. Good luck, John.
I don't know. You can hang out.
All right, that was the Senior Day ceremony honoring Newman seniors Vion Alexis, Matthew Rivetto, and John Howard. All the best to those three gentlemen as they wrap up their high school soccer careers. And sooner than you know it, we'll be moving on to the next stage of their lives. As the team takes one last set of photos together. After this, we will wrap up this broadcast. All right, that's going to do it. From the Teddy Ebersol Field in Boston, Massachusetts, I'm Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.